Hey Beer Geeks, before we get into this week's video, I just want to quickly let you know about our beer festival, Love and Beer, which is happening on October 17th at the Beer Merchant's Tap in Hackney Wick. We've got 10 exclusive beers, 4 of which were brewed by us in collaboration with 4 amazing breweries. And in fact, we're on our way to Devon today to brew one of those beers. Alongside those exclusive brews, there's going to be loads of hop rubbing, there's going to be loads of malt tastings, there's going to be some of the country's best homebrew, there's going to be delicious street food, bottle shares, including loads of whales that Brad and I have tracked down, all for you to enjoy at this festival. And most importantly, I should say that Rivington, who are featured in this video, are brewing one of those collaboration exclusive beers, in fact with Queer Brewing down in London. So if you like the sound of the beers on show today, please do get yourselves tickets to Love and Beer Festival on the 17th of October at the Beer Merchant's Tap.
Under the Radar is our series where we look at breweries we feel should be gaining a little bit more love, and we try and shine a light on it, don't we, Johnny? What have you got for us today?
So this week we are investigating a pretty varied lineup from Rivington Brewery, who are up, I guess, near Manchester is probably the best way to put it for an international audience. So in the north of England, and they're a brewery that I think sort of very much hangs out with all the super cool kids, and they make beer just as good as those cool kids, but they're not always sort of in the mainstream consciousness as a brewer that makes fantastic beer.
Right.
And I think also being located on a farm creates certain expectations maybe of what the beer is going to be like. Yes. Yeah. And they do make farmhouse beer, but that's a relatively new arm to what they've created. But what I think they make is A, really beautiful New England IPA, but B, very, very varied beer. And everybody will know I love it when a brewery makes lots of different styles. So we've got some absolute classics coming our way in terms of styles, but we're going to start with a table saison, Bradley.
I haven't had one of those in years.
I don't think we've had one outside of Belgium in maybe 5-10 years.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to like Partisan Brewery.
Yes.
They did loads of like little saisons and stuff back in the day. That was like 10 years ago at least.
Yeah, and I can't remember whether they're still going. They moved out of London, and we haven't heard a lot from them since, but we never heard a lot from Partisan anyway. But so this beer is also, it's a pretty heavily hopped table saison. So we've got Lorient and we've got Hallertau Blanc. So let's see what we get from this. Woof.
I mean, it's great condition as well, just to say.
Yeah, it looks like a beautiful beer. It looks exactly like you'd want a kind of table saison to look like.
Nice.
I'd say it smells a little bit more wit beer-esque than saison-y.
Yeah.
A bit more St. Bernardus wit than Saison Dupont. Like really lemony, creamy, almost vanilla-y.
It does have like a wit beer sort of freshness, but I feel like it's going to have a body, maybe like a wit beer as well.
Yeah, really fluffy body, I think. Yeah, let's give it a go.
Yum.
Yes, I mean, down at 3.9, it's not going to have the body of maybe the classic Belgian wits, but it's got really lovely, fluffy lemon and wheat character. A nice little lick of sort of dry, powdery bitterness as well from a dry hop, I reckon, of that Hallertau Blanc, which gives it a kind of... it's not grapey, but it's fresh and it's zippy, which is, I think, the lemon meeting the hops.
Yeah, I feel like it's a great little starter beer for a session. You know, just to like warm up. It feels like a little bit nourishing.
Yeah.
And not naughty at all. It feels like almost like a sensible grown-up pop.
Sensible grown-up pop. Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's alcoholic.
I was just thinking it feels like the kind of beer that maybe the brewers love.
Yes.
And they finish a shift and they go sit outside on their lovely Rivington farm and they have a big old pint of this before they maybe try something a bit bolder. It's like that end of shift, end of week, summer garden vibe.
Or indeed the workers in the fields of, you know, in a true saison fashion.
Well, of course, yeah. The history of that is slightly disputed.
Oh, come on.
But it's a good story, so we'll go with the original saison story. Farm workers, makes sense to have a table saison. It is a working farm that they're brewing on. So this makes a lot of sense from a historical point of view, from a brewing point of view, or brewer's point of view, and indeed from just us having a nice pint. Really lovely, clean,
very
fresh,
nice,
well-made beer.
Lovely stuff. Great opener.
So Rivington have a core kind of hoppy pale, which is called Never Known Fog Like It.
Great name.
We could have put that in. They very kindly sent us some, but they also said that, so actually, literally right now, they are having a festival on the farm called the Farm Trip. And so they thought they'd send us the Bang Fresh official beer of that festival.
Look at that, nice.
Which is Farm Trip 2025. They've brewed it with Gravity Well, who were in my blind taste test.
Yes.
I think they came middle of the pack.
Yeah.
If I'd had Rivington in there, I couldn't get fresh Rivington when I was doing that video. I think it would have come really high. But I'll let you be the judge of that. And as we'll find when we get onto the other IPA in this category, they don't fuck around with hop varieties at Rivington. So we've got Citra, Idaho 7, NZH101, so an experimental hop from New Zealand, Peacherine, Nectaron, and Motueka.
6. Okay, that's wild.
So it seems like we might have a base of American classics, and then they're trying to throw in some complexity.
Wow, okay.
Holy moly, that's milky.
Look at that. That is, I mean, what did you say the other beer was called? I've never seen a fog like it.
Never known fog like it.
Never seen haze like it, mate.
Yeah.
That's haze for days.
Yeah, it's also incredibly pale.
Very
So
pale.
I think this is going to come from the school, the monkish school as I call it, the
Yeah.
absolutely zero fucking malt character,
Yeah, just like
as much hop and yeast
crazy
character as
hop
we can
juice.
get in. Yeah, exactly.
whoa. Okay,
Wow.
smells quite green to me.
Yeah, it is green. It is bang fresh. It's got that bag of hop smell.
It's almost a little bit. There's a little bit oniony kind of vibe. A little bit.
I think so as well. And yeah, so they're using cryo, they're using hop keef, like all of these products that get the absolute freshest kind of hop character that they can create.
Yeah.
So that's all in there. But to break it down, there's loads of yeast character as well, loads of kind of peachiness. There's peacherine hops in here. No prizes for guessing what comes from that. And then there's definite kind of sharp lime as well. There's definite Motueka.
Yeah.
And then there's green. There's green. If a beer smells of a colour, it's this one and it's green. In fact, almost from where I am, there's a green element to
There's
it.
a slight green tinge.
Mad hoppy, I think.
Yeah, very.
Not as green on the palate as you might have thought. Loads of sweet body, really, really stone fruity, and just cut through with a big, big, big dry hop.
Yeah,
That's
it's really
Prickly citrus.
prickly citrus is the word. It's really in there, isn't it, Johnny? They've really got the hops in there that time.
Yeah, I guess.
Messing about.
I mean, the breweries that are coming to this festival, like I
Yeah.
was looking at the list, you know, the one that popped out is Burial, who have made some of the best IPAs I've ever tasted. You're not going to make an official beer for a festival where you've invited some of the best IPA producers and half-arse it, are you?
They're not pissing about, no.
So they've gone all in, and I'd maybe want another 2 weeks of age on this beer.
I thought you were going to say another 2 hops.
No,
like,
no,
oh my
no, we've
God.
got, was it 6 or 7 of them?
6 at least, yeah.
I think that's going to develop into a really complex
Round out a little
aroma.
bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is about as fresh as it can be. When was it canned? Bradley, it was canned 2 days ago.
Wow.
So they literally canned it, posted it. It arrived yesterday, and we're drinking.
Okay, no wonder why it tastes a little bit green. But saying all of that, it tastes really good.
Favorite ice cream, Bradley?
I mean, if I'm being honest, chocolate,
Right.
gelato, some sort of dark chocolate gelato,
Dark chocolate.
Yeah.
gelato. Okay.
or like really amazing salty caramel kind of vibe.
Yeah, I'm often having salted caramel. It's amazing how much ice cream you eat when you have a tiny child. Raspberry Ripple. What's your opinion?
Ah, raspberry ripple is amazing. It takes me back to childhood with screwball. Okay. I mean, that looks like an innocent smoothie, to be fair. But raspberry ripple takes me back to childhood. Screwballs, do you remember those? The little with the raspberry ripple in like a little plastic thing.
Bubblegum at the
little
bottom.
bubble gum at the bottom. That immediate sort of sharp, sweet, really over the top, mad raspberry thing going on from the sauce in the raspberry ripple. Yes.
That has more going on than
does.
a fake Raspberry Ripple sauce.
Wow,
That
that smells great.
smells just like Raspberry Ripple. They've nailed that vanilla.
Has got a
raspberry.
vanilla in it, hasn't it?
Well, it's got vanilla in it.
That'll be why.
Yeah. Don't know why I pointed at the West Coast IPA there. Madagascar vanilla and over a ton of raspberries, which is good to know. You never know how big the actual batch is, so it's hard to get context from that. I'd rather there was a grams per litre measurement on
Is this
that
on the Poya, yeah?
I mean, it's very much in that style. There's a couple of breweries doing this really quite well in the UK now. Asvex is another one. We had that in our big in 2024, or big in 2025. So yeah, this is a smoothie style sour. So it doesn't really look like a beer, This glass will not really look like a glass by the end of the day.
I think I can see some little berry,
Like
seeds,
actual berry seeds, possibly.
Seeds in there. There's definitely some matter. Like
the beer is called Eating Fresh Fruit, and I can only assume that's either a joke about the fact that we talk about fruit endlessly in beer, flavour-wise, and never eat fruit, or it's a joke about the fact that this is essentially just like eating fresh fruit.
All right. Wow. This is alcoholic?
This is strongly alcoholic. 5%.
I mean...
America just went, what? But that's strong in the UK.
If you gave me this with my... If this was at a breakfast buffet in a jug, glass jug, I'd be like, that is a delicious breakfast smoothie.
Wait. You wouldn't go back to them and go like, I think the fruit's slightly off.
Be like, it's got a delicious tang to it.
You know when something in the fridge gets a bit of a fizz to it and you're like, oh, that's...
Moorish.
Turned.
That's slightly wrong. Yeah. But that is divine, isn't it?
It's a mad texture because the head of it is like, you know when you over aerate a smoothie when you're blitzing it and you basically create fruity air. And
it looks like little frog spawn.
Yeah, also
it's
that.
like kind of... And it's hanging about as well. It really is hanging about that foamy head. But it's not quite foam, is it? It's trying to be foam.
It's really interesting because it's definitely carbonated, you know? You can look at that at home and you're probably like, that can't feel like a beer, but it kind of does.
There's a tangy carbonation to it. It's like adding to the tang, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's very subtle.
But like in terms of the flavour, it's not overly sweet, which I'm relieved about. There is, I believe... Yeah, so there's some potassium sorbate in there, which is going to prevent sort of more fermentation. So they've essentially added fresh fruit to this. So I guess they've brewed a vanilla-y beer and then just blended it with fruit.
Do you know what? It's probably my like rubbish palate, but I'm getting less vanilla the more I drink it.
You know the way that our palate works, which is that when it tastes something really strongly, those receptors essentially hide away so they can taste other things. So we have big vanilla at the start, and probably our palates are like, let's see what else is going on here. But I don't think it can quite deal with the raspberry. There's no avoiding the raspberryness of this beer.
I mean, it's delicious.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful festival beer.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful third.
Yeah, I couldn't drink a pint of it.
Well, nobody should.
No.
And I don't think anybody's made it for this. I mean, I would share that can. And we are sharing that.
Yeah, I think it's great for a sharer.
That's the joy of these beers.
I think it'd give me heartburn if I drank too much of it or too quickly.
I don't find the acidity too much.
No?
I think
I
it would
feel
be
like it's a
okay.
little bit of acidity.
No, I think you're going to be fine. It's got a kind of yogurty balance, yogurty restraint to it that I think keeps it in check. I think, and this is not my kind of beer.
Yeah.
But the reason that I put this in is because I think that Rivington have done these extremely well. I've had a mango one that was quite similar before and thought that is within in that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Very serviceable.
It's fun.
Delicious. Yeah.
Delicious fun.
I genuinely would love to get that ice cold, dollop some vanilla ice cream in.
Now you're talking.
Smoothie sour affogato vibes. And that would be a great dessert right there.
Absolutely fantastic. Or slush this.
Or slush it.
That'd be pretty cool too.
They've got a slushy machine here, let's suggest it. Or just tip this can in without them looking. So in the History of Craft Beer channel, I'm not sure we'll have made our palate do a bigger flip than going from a 5% raspberry ripple inspired smoothie sour to a triple dry hopped West Coast IPA. I'm going to go from something that sweet to something this bitter. I think I'm going to crop in on Brad's face. Note to editing, Johnny editing.
I need to go back to that in the middle, I think.
There will be no palate reset. So yeah, this is a West Coast IPA, triple dry hopped. Again, nobody knows what double or triple dry hopped really means. Whether it means triple the amount, triple the different additions, triple more than one variety, who fucking knows?
Yeah.
But all we can really glean is hoppy as hell.
There's a lot.
So this is, and I love this. Again, all the hops. Yeah. All the C hops. So we've got Columbus, Simcoe, Chinook, Simcoe, Citra, Centennial, Nectaron.
What? 7, but 2 of them are the same.
Yeah.
So different editions.
Simcoe Cryo and Simcoe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it'll be whole whole Simcoe probably in the whirlpool, or maybe a little bit in the boil, and then Simcoe Cryo in the dry hop.
These guys are coming out the door every time, all guns blazing, aren't
Yeah.
they? With the amount of hop. I mean, it must cost them a fortune to make these beers.
Well, I mean, it depends, you know. It doesn't mean they're using more hops. Just
True.
means they're going into the hop store and going, oh, and that, and
Bit
that,
of this, bit of that, pick a mix.
Yeah. I mean, typically when I design recipes, there's never really more than 3 hops in there, because I think it makes it hard, because I really enjoy trying to pick out the hop character.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard when there's this amount going on.
Yeah.
I'm going to be looking out for the nectar on, essentially. That's all, because the others are going
It's,
to be something.
it's an orchestra rather than a quartet.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to pick out what the viola's doing, and nobody cares.
Or the oboe.
Right, you can always hear the oboe. It's a flute with a cold. Right. Yes.
Wow. Okay. This is big.
That is what a modern West Coast IPA should smell like.
Does smell great.
You've got grapefruit pith, you've got pine, you've got sticky resiny bits, and then you've just got little hints of ever so slightly juicy New Englandy influence just creeping through, because that's the way that hops have gone over the last sort of 10 years.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That smells incredible, and if it's bitter enough and it's got a little bit of malt depth, I'm going to fall in love with this beer.
I just need to put my sunglasses on.
Okay.
The roof down
Right.
on my Mustang.
So you're driving while drinking a 6.5% IPA.
And I'm
Go
just
on.
driving along the Pacific Highway, I
The
think.
police are just about to pull you over.
Yeah. It's a video game I'm in, obviously. Yeah, it smells amazing. Ooh, naughty.
I think you've lost a little bit of what I love from a West Coast, which is that classic snap and drinkability, because it's
Yeah.
triple dry hopped.
Yeah, it's wild.
But man, that aroma, that flavour, that texture, there's loads of body to it as well. It's a big old beer that is 9 out of 10 just until that finish, and you're just like, I would have loved a cleaner finish, but it's still an 8 out of 10 Westie,
Yeah, it's banging.
and it's got enough bitterness for me.
I'm amazed by the beers so far. They're so different, and they've all been world class at this point.
Yeah.
Like very, very fun. Fun beers as well.
I think also, you know, sometimes we go and we taste breweries, particularly in the under the radar, where the brewers have brewed exactly what they want to drink.
Yeah.
Right? And that's given them unique character, it's given them something to say, it's given them an identity. This is not to say that Rivington don't have an identity, but I feel like they are brewing exactly what people want to
Give the
drink.
people what they want.
Yeah. Like with the exception of this one, which I'm almost certain is a brewer's beer.
Yeah.
This is what everybody wants from a New England IPA. This is what everybody wants from a fruited sour. This is, I think, what most people want from the West Coast. Although for me, I'd want it cleaner, crisper. It is just perfectly brewed for today.
But do we? Yeah, it is. It is. Do we think it's got a little bit of kind of hazy boy vibe to it, just to like take it over into more of the you know, the mainstream palatable sort of thing. Slightly like you're saying, less crisp maybe.
Maybe. I
classic
mean,
Westie.
if they've triple dry hopped it in that they've done a biotransformation edition, a massive dry hop, maybe they pitched some kind of extract in or some hops as they pitched the yeast as well, you're not going to not get haze unless you're filtering.
Yeah.
So I'm sure haze is a byproduct here. I don't think they probably tried to make a hazy beer.
No.
But it's certainly not going to hurt that it presents that way and that it kind of lands in between the coasts. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really good modern interpretation of a Westie. And anybody that's a Westie purist, and tonight, you know, we're going to Pressure Drop to drink False Azure.
Yeah.
That's a pure Westie. This
Sure.
is a modern one, and I love it. And this is what I think people are looking for at the moment in West Coasts. And slowly we're moving back towards clear, little bit of malt. But it's just a beautiful, beautiful beer, and I drink it all night long.
It's great.
And get myself into a bit of
And
trouble.
then fall over.
Yeah. But instead of drinking that all night long, instead of falling over because of that, we're going to face plant because of this one. So we come to the climax. We're going to be getting some more vanilla in our lives, and a great sounding recipe as well. So barley, oats, muscovado sugar, malted dextrin, which is a way of adding body without sweetness.
Yep.
Cacao nibs, yeast, vanilla, coconut hops. This is, if I see coconut, vanilla, cacao, Imperial stout, I'm all in. Those are my
Rich.
3 favourite.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds.
But no lactose. which I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
So I haven't drunk an Imperial Stout in weeks and weeks and weeks. So I'm, my
hello.
goodness me.
That is a lively boy.
Very excited about this. Although that might imply some re-fermentation in the can. We shall see.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, this table will never be the same again. My mate made these tables, so I'm sorry, Robin. Robin's also now building our app. He's a multi-talented man.
Multi-talented.
Yeah. Right. Beautiful colour head.
Yes.
Cinder toffee colour. Dark as anything. Loads of legs. It's a boozy thing. It's going to be rich. It's going to be
at?
oily.
9?
10.
10%. Wow.
Jesus. Fudging Christ.
It's like someone launched a coconut at a chocolate orange. Not an orange. Sorry, not a chocolate orange. Just like a bowling ball of chocolate
At your face.
Yeah, maybe they've chucked both at my face.
This is what I imagine Willy Wonka's factory would have smelled like.
Pretty bonkers, man.
Loads of fudgy
Yeah.
toasted coconut.
Yeah.
Loads and loads
Super
of
coconut.
vanilla. Milk chocolate. I mean, really, it's coconut that dominates that. It is so bounty-esque. That's what a pastry stout should taste like.
Yeah, it's not like too like whack you in the face either. That is delicious. And I don't like coconut. Well, I didn't think I liked
I was
coconut.
going to say, if this is coconut.
I didn't think I liked coconut. I like this coconut.
Right, okay.
And that's coming from coconuts or hops?
It's come from the coconut. There's no hop character.
I was going to say, there can't be any hop character.
No. There's no sabra. This is all coconut. Fudgy, oily, desiccated coconut vibes.
Yeah.
Backed up with I think they've probably boiled this for forever to get that kind of
Syrup.
syrupy character to it without using lactose.
For
So
sure.
this, 8, 10, 12 hours of boiling, I reckon, has gone into this. Massive sweetness, massive fudgy coconut, loads of dark chocolate. So not like it's very milk chocolate, very sweet on the aroma.
Yeah.
Actually, it's roasty. It's stuck around. It has a burnt toast kind of finish to it, which makes it way more drinkable than it should be. That is the best Imperial Stout I've had in a long time.
It's very good. I'll give you that. And like I say, not into coconut, but I'm into this beer.
I think that's sensational. I want to stick a vanilla scoop into that one as well.
Big time.
I can't praise that enough. It's beautiful. I feel like there's some little technical tweaks you'd want to do, but underneath all of these are just beautiful, exciting, well thought through recipes with a clear aim in mind, which you don't always get with breweries that do a lot of different things.
Do you think it's like this is an under the radar, them being like, you say that they're like run with the pack of all the hype breweries and they're maybe sort of perceived or not, people are not on the radar. Sometimes you have to punch a bit harder, don't you, to like break through. So like every one of these beers is like a prize fighter, in my opinion. They just want to knock your head off.
I think so. I think there's a bit of that. Well, I mean, even this one at the strength, you wouldn't expect that much character in a beer
It's
that
bit of a masterclass in that sort of
sessionable,
style,
yeah.
I thought.
I think what I really get from these beers that we're drinking is not only a sense of my own excitement as I drank all of these. Each one had something I got very excited about. But I think you can almost sense the brewer's excitement.
Yeah.
Like
they're not phoning in, are they?
Imperial Stout this time, or like it's the Farm Trip IPA, I'm
Exactly.
going all out, or I haven't got a beer I want to drink after a session of brewing, so I'm going to make this. There's real, how you can taste the passion in things. I think there is a massive beer geek behind each of these who has respect across the styles, but also a little bit of disregard when it comes to a sense of decency when it comes to recipes.
They're not phoning it home. They're like, you can feel the love. Like you say, everything they've done here is world class. And they're so different as well. They're just sort of flexing their muscles in loads of different genres.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
And I think sometimes they're overreaching, but that's a little bit where the joy is, you know?
Exactly, you've got to reach for the sky sometimes,
Yeah,
haven't you?
and so a little bit of technicality has gone out the window, but you've ended up with something massive.
Yeah.
Which is why this is a bit of a surprising beer with the others, and is great to see because there's refinement and there is sessionability in these, and then these ones are like, no, you know, if you want your palate to go somewhere, these are the beers for you. And yeah, like I say, honestly, that is one of the best Imperial Stouts I've had in a long time. Even though it was a gusher, I'm not quite sure what would have caused that. These beers haven't been as cold as they should have been, as happens on shoots, so maybe that's a bit of it. But the actual flavour of that is just sensational.
It's tip top.
Yeah. So like I say, Rivington are, you know, they're not in the upper echelons of what people know. They are well loved, but they're not available everywhere. So try and find them online. There's a couple of, I'll put some beer shops underneath here because they don't have a web shop so that you can find some of these beers because they are absolutely sensational and very, very exciting. And yeah, clearly brewed with a sense of absolute joy, which is nice when we've all been in the industry long enough to get cynical, to find a brewer just pushing start mash and then pushing the fuck it button as well. Cheers.